Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Listen here. What I wanted to do was a lot of people have been asking me about Crigloo, right? There's a lot of moving parts in Crigloo. And what I wanted to do was we had a live stream earlier that didn't work out too well. And usually by now, I would have walked through a tool already in full detail. This is one is just, it has a lot of moving parts. I was going to do a versus through one of my other tools. It was taking too long to set that up. I'm not currently running any ads right now, but I wanted to do at least take you through some of the familiar parts of this tool. I think to test out the true technology of this tool, you kind of have to run ads and you have to test it, do a lot of testing. So let's just do a basic overview of what some of these tools can get into. So I know when you first load it up, if you're a brand new installer, I think it's going to take you through a series of steps and kind of ask you, are you a beginner or you're intermediate or advanced or something like that. I think they changed that up. But this is the main screen when you load it up. You're going to have these 6 different squares here. I know there's 3 things you have to set up initially. Insights is when you want to just come back and just gather what's going on. And this is from here, you can actually publish a post to your Facebook. I'm not sure. Yeah, just your Facebook. I'm not sure. And I think maybe your IG. But you can just do a regular post here and see how people interact with it. You can see the insights here. So this is almost like the calendar feature or the scheduling feature that you may find in other tools such as Publer or a Radar, some of those other types of tools. So that is you can do a publish post here, but you can also do your insights here. So the rest of these, your settings are what they are, right? Your settings, you can go in and kind of customize some of the things you want to do. But the 3 main windows you need to concentrate on is your target audience. You need to figure out who your target audience is, who your persona is. You need to have your ad category, your ad gallery together. You have a repository you can store your ads, right? And then you need to launch your campaign. So let's take a look at each one of these in detail. So I want to be able to do that. And then I'm also going to put chapters in this particular video as well to help you along, just in case you wanted to know if it had any certain features. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's look at target audience. All right, so as soon as we launch target audience, right? I'm this particular brand I'm running through my Google brand. I wanted to just kind of show you what it does for Google and what you have to do for each brand. You have to set up each brand up individually, but you can run the campaigns together. And so let me explain that again. If I have a brand, I have one brand called My Retirement Exit. If I have a My Retirement Exit brand, I'm running on Google, and I'm also running a My Retirement Exit brand on Facebook. I have to set them up individually to be tracked individually, but the campaign will be ran together. And they do it that way because they want to track every single ad that you do so that you're able to get a good feeling and a good read on the infographics for each particular ad that you run. And you can see which ads are being most effective and not. And if you really think closer about it, it really kind of does what Facebook does. Is Facebook kind of wants to monitor and watch each ad, and they don't let you duplicate certain types of ads. All right, so let's go here and so we're going to run this brand. We can put in a description, that's optional, and it's telling you right now this is being ran for my Google My Retirement ad. Let's put a persona together. So let's choose our persona, and they give you a little breakdown window over here. They say, hey, this is your audience, and they give you examples of personas. For example, persona 1 persona may be middle-aged male with interest in sports. Another one may be a middle-aged woman with interest in sports. And persona 3 may be young adults with interest age in sports. So you go here, you choose your persona, and this particular window comes up. Now, this particular window is good. And again, this is for if you are a beginner. You don't know, there's so many different ways you can attack all your different, your marketing efforts. But what they're saying, what you need to do is when you're going to start off, you want to build your persona from the basics. You want to start from scratch and let some of the machine learning kind of help you later on. And this is fresh prospecting, existing persona that you pull and you've already selected. You can import your persona, save audiences from Facebook ads. You can pull those in. And you can do your retargeting websites, build personas based on your website visitor data, and retargeting Facebook, right? Create Facebook retargeting audience, right? A little bit more advanced. It goes from beginning all the way up to advanced, right? Retargeting in Facebook. That would be advanced for Facebook following. So let's go ahead and build our persona from the basics. Let's do that. So once you click on building from the basics, what you have is you have a location, and you have to pick a location, right? And I want to include these in a location. So if I wanted to do something for my particular area up here, I would put Sacramento, right? And it does like it pulls a list just like you would from Facebook and or YouTube. So I would go here. I'd say, hey, Sacramento, California. Right now, I'm only going to run a Google ad. I haven't connected my Facebook ads or my Instagram, right? And so I'm not going to pull a persona for that. But because I don't have that as part of this persona, I'm only going to do this for, again, this is for Google. And I want a B2C here, B2C here. You can go B2C or you can go B2B here, right? Good. At least they're trying to find out what are you trying to connect to. So we're going to look at some different interests here. And so again, you find a location, you find a psychographics, which psychographics is this person likes to read, Young and Famous magazine, right? This person likes to read Entrepreneur magazine, and that's your psychographics. What else do they do? If it's lipstick, they like to subscribe to Maybelline, right? And you have to try to find out what those personas are. So they have the personas. And then, as far as the psychographics, then they have the demographics, right? We already know demographics: age, gender, language, relationship status, income level. Those are the demographics, basic marketing demographics. Then you have different life events, right? You can have, and you notice your life events only work for Facebook and Instagram in this particular case, because that's where they can pull the data from. You don't have life events in Google. You only have those in Facebook and Instagram. So if I can connect that, it'll give me professional status as well for Facebook. Okay, so then it has down here for behavior. So we have location, psychographics, demographics, and then we have behavioral, right? Behavioral keywords, positive keywords. So these are keywords, worker search engines, positive keywords. They are affirmative words, which people are likely to search for. And then you can do the negative words as well in here. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna fill out my demographics and or my, I already have location Sacramento. Let me fill out my psychographics. I'm looking for people who are interested in retirement or retirement planning. So let me go ahead and fast forward and put that in. All right, so what I did was I went in and filled out the location. Like I said, we're gonna go Sacramento, California. We're gonna go psychographics here. I just put retirement, right? Just retirement interest and retirement planning. Demographics here, I put 35 to 45. This is just a drop down here, drop down selector. Same thing you would get inside of any of your ads. Setups there, male, female, select those. English, married, separated, single, doesn't matter. Income level here. These are the same selections that you'll see inside Google. I did not do live events because I'm not doing Facebook or Instagram. And then I went down here to behavioral. I looked up a couple of keywords. This is the keywords that I used from my actual website. Pulled some of those in there, pulled in some other ones for some other sites. And we have everything set up here to save. Add gallery here. So we need to, obviously, just like in some of the other tools, we need to have an objective, what it is that we're actually trying to accomplish. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that out, and then I'm gonna go through this with you. You'll actually be able to see it. Again, these are drop downs. Awareness and reach, page engagement, boost post, traffic, lead generation, so on and so forth. I have to select a brand here. I already have one selected. I was going to go with Google My Retirement Exit. I'm going to go to that gallery, and we're actually naming this a particular gallery we're going to put together here. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and put this together, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when we're done. Now, I filled out most of the information here. I want people to go to Retirement Planning Tools. I want them to go there. And again, this is just awareness. And so I'm going to actually choose an ad here. So we're at the landing page. We got that. Okay, let me click on that. All right, and so what I want to do is I'm just going to do a quick image ad so you can take a look at that. It's just going to be a single image ad and that are responsive. So yeah, we're going to do that one. So let me go into there and fill that one out. So again, you have an existing ad, image ad, carousel ad, story ad, responsive ad, video ads, and static ad. So we'll go there. You still have your selections here, which select which ad network. We're going to just go with, we're not going with Facebook, Instagram, we're not going with Snapchat. And so what happens is you have here, it's going to show the ad name there, and it's going to show the business name once we start filling it out. And so what you're going to do is you're going to be able to see your images here, 1x1 logo, and it tells you 128 by 128, square logo 300 by 300, 600 by 350 landscape. So, and you can do your text, your headline, business, and so on and so forth there. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out, and we'll take a look at it. All right, so what I've selected here is I found two ads that I ran in the past and tried to get the parameters right. I'm not going to be able to upload all of them, but I just want to at least show you at least a landscape of 600 by 314 or a 300 by 300. Now, what you're going to see here is the blue button obviously is upload from your machine, right? From your desktop. And then this dark blue cloud is for if you have something already in the repository up in the creative library. So let's look at that. You can click at it's going to keep everything that you load from all of your different ads, and it's going to show you where it can be utilized, right? They have a check mark on each place where it can be actually utilized. This is 300 by 300. The dimensions support that. And then you can go here and go one step further. You can go back and even look and see what are accepted on what different types of ad networks. This is powerful. So you have that static ad, dynamic ads, Facebook ads, so on and so forth, right? So let's go back. Let me get out of that. So those are the supported formats. You can go back, you can see that. That's there, you can pull from there. All right, and so same goes here. This one is, I already pulled it up here. I don't have anything else up there. Again, I uploaded this and it's showing you for that particular layout for the 300 by 14. That's what we have there. And you can use those. You can't use it on Snapchat, obviously, but you can use it on Instagram, Facebook, AdWords, okay? And so it kind of does a little bit of the homework for you. So let's go ahead and put our copy together here. Say here, let's try this. You deserve a good retirement. All right, I'll use that there. Let's use a long headline. Retirement should not be that hard. So that's what I'll put there. And then I will put in the rest of these and I'll let you take a look at it when I'm done. All right, as you can see here, we have I've already put my copy in here. I just made it up. You deserve a good retirement. That's the headline. Long headline is what we have here. And so we had our short headline here, and then we have the business name here, which shows up here. This is our banner ad up here. You deserve a better retirement. Learn how you retire on your own terms. Right, and so you have a final URL, and then it has a call to action here. This call to action is going to work for any one of these. You can take this call to action. I selected one, which is learn more, right? That's the learn more there. I can go with shop now, right? I can go with shop now. Okay. Or I can go with, I'll stay with learn more, but you can also separate them out. You can say, hey, with learn more, I want learn more for that. On Facebook, I want, a listen now or download now or contact us and so on and so forth. So that's what the actual unified means. It's going to put learn more on all the ads that we select for. If we'd have had any more up here, we would have got that as well. Okay. So that is that. Now let's go ahead and let's see what it looks like. This is what it's going to look like on third party, right? It's a little smashed in there. We'll have to see how that works out. 420, 728 by 90. That's not, I'll probably have to replace that ad, or I'll probably have to upload a 728 by 90 to make that work better. And so these are how the ads will look. This is the displays, right? And this is how they'll look on YouTube. Okay. So these are different YouTube ads that they have here. And then we didn't select any Facebook or Instagram because we didn't select those here. All right. So this is how they'll look. All right. So let's validate. Let's see what we got here. All right. It's validated. All right. So what you do is validate. If it'll show up red here if it doesn't work for you. And then we'll save and we'll close. So when we go back, remember we had to choose our ads. We went in, we selected an image ad, right? That's what we selected here. We select the image ad and we created that. So let's go ahead and save and get out of this. So now that we're back, the last thing we did a target ad gallery. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to campaign. So we're going to run a campaign, an actual campaign. So let's go ahead and set that up. So when you click on campaign, it looks like any other campaign setup. And again, it's giving you most of the same screens that you would have in some of your other marketing tools, but it's going to give you a unified approach. So I think this tool is going to be powerful if you're going to manage multiple brands and across multiple channels. But if you're going to be a solopreneur and you want to maximize effective reach with your ad spend, then I think this tool will be good as well. So we're going to go with awareness and reach. We just want people to know who we are. So we're going to select that. All right, so let's move forward. And as you can see here for conversions are coming soon for Google, whether it's website conversion or catalog sales. And so like I said, we can still do page engagement, boost, post, traffic, lead generation, video views, or app install. So let's go ahead and move forward here. Like I said, on awareness and reach. All right, so on awareness and reach, what you have is, this is where the machine learning and the AI comes into. So automatic option uses AI to execute the campaign. And this is what the founder has been talking about. Or you can do manual, configure and execute the campaign manually. So I'm wanting to test out the automatic, right? Manual I can do, and I've done that in the past, right? But I want to see what the AI can do for me, right? And I'll probably even run a test. I'll probably run an automatic ad against a manual ad. I'll run a Facebook, and I'll probably run a Skelify against it just to see how it does. And so it's still a lot more testing I want to do, but just to kind of have the power in my hands, I'm going to do that as well. So again, I'm going to run display ads, and but I'm going to select automatic. All right, so let's see what happens. And again, you can select all these, but the campaigns are not set up for those, so it's not going to allow us to do that. Okay, so it tells you here what they're going to do. The campaigns mode. Choose between automatic and manual. The automatic option uses AI to steer the campaign. The manual option provides you control and structure to execute the campaign. What does advanced options give us? So we have web analytics, right? Select the goals and events that should be measured against this campaign. Goals and events have to first be defined in the settings section. So that's a little bit more advanced, but I want to stay on the surface for right now. So let's go ahead and move forward. That's going to have to do with some of the Google Tag Manager setup as well. And I'm going to go into that too, probably, Google Tag Manager, at another date. All All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to run a campaign and we're going to put in a campaign budget, right? And again, because this is automatic, we can use a unified budget. Say I can put in $500 to run across Google, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. I can do that as well. So let's go ahead and put in a campaign budget. I want to run this from May 11th to June 10th. And let's put in a campaign budget. I want to run 25 bucks a day. Let's just see. I'll run 25 bucks a day just to test this out and see what it does. Actually, I'm not even that serious about this ad. So I don't want to start spending a whole bunch of money before I figure out what I want to do. So we'll put in 10 bucks a day. And we're running this on automatic mode. I actually want to see what this is going to do, right? So we're going to save it. All right, and let's go to review. All right, so I got an alert here. My ad budget is $310 because I'm going to run it from that to that. So that checks off, the schedule checks off, the network checks off. And it says alert tab. It says brand. My retirement is inactive. Please select an active brand for this campaign or activate the current brand in settings. Oh, I forgot to activate the brand. So let me go back and do that. So as you can see here, I am back in the settings menu, and this is the brand. This is my brand drop down here. These are my brand drop downs. I have 3 brands in here. I have retirement chat, retirement exit, and a YouTube brand in here. And so you select a brand there that says inactive, and then we activate the brand. You activate the brand, all these different things have to be filled in. I wonder if they're gonna ask me about my choose website pixel. Let's see what happens there. No, I don't think so because I'm not doing any remarketing. They may ask me. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So let's activate the brand. Let's proceed here. All right, great. So now the brand is active. So let's go back and let's activate our campaign. So that is active. Great, got that active. All right, so we're back. We're trying to go back in and look at we put a $15 budget on there, $15 a day. I'm gonna go back in here. I wonder how much we have to do here to see our forecast. Let's see if it switches to daily. Seen its work. He had it working something else. It says forecast is a mathematical estimate based on historical data and is available for fresh prospecting personas only. I think because we haven't ran one yet, I don't think we're able to get a predictability out of that yet. I'd have to ask them about that. So let's review our ad. See if we are good to go. And I got to be honest with you, it's a little bit easier on the eyes and the maneuverability when it comes to, because normally when you're putting things together for Google, it's all these different things, it's all these parameters. It's a little bit hard to follow. This is a little bit easier to follow. I'll admit that. So this is what we have. It's in draft status, and then we can actually publish it here. So I'm actually going to publish this. I want to see what happens. Campaign budget is $465. Who's going to run $15 a day for a little over a month, $465. I'm checking it at. Well, we never know. It's just for an awareness campaign, $465. We'll take a look at it. You can always come back here and pause it, right? So let's go ahead and publish. So we're going to go ahead and publish it. And that is what we have. And so as you can see here, I have 2 that are in draft status. I was just messing around with it. One is actually published. So we will see what happens on the average click-through rate and the average cost per click and the clicks. And we're going to see what actions we're going to take on that. So that is all for this particular walkthrough. I'm going to walk through another part of this at another stage, but I want to check back on it and see what happens and what's going on with our target. I'll experiment. I'll probably spend a couple of bucks on it, 40 or 50 bucks, just to see what we get. And we'll go from there. Maybe I'll get some clicks out of it. We'll see. This has been Jenny Gomes. You guys take care. Goodbye for now. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm going to do a couple more videos on this. There's a couple other things I want to show you that this tool has. All right. Thanks a lot. Goodbye for now.